He just looks back. Oh,
Paige. They've taken Paige.
If it wasn't for you, it would have been me they took for a free ride in one of their
I
luxury
would have preferred that, you dumbass.
Turn ticket.
I wish he went a little bit darker in his like little soliloquies. Like he's just like, the luxury ride in the coffin of doom to the land of
Wind and water.
where nothing will hear you again.
Terrorist strike attempted by the Iris network at the
Nothing will ever
municipal
hear
Neutrophils
you
factory.
again.
Thanks to the
Well,
alpha
no one
sections,
can
the
hear you
production
scream.
line was
Also,
fortunately
way to
safe,
give her some
and
form
a
of
part the
comfort
gang
by
of
talking about
hoodlums
how
were in
her
prison.
best friend slash, father figure was just sent in a one-way ride in a coffin to their death factory. Her only comfort is this
it
pearl
would have
that she
been
looks
you.
at and goes, "This is going inside me later."
It would have been him, but
Yeah.
instead it's her pig buddy.
It would have been me, a complete stranger. Thank you.
Out through there, Miss Jade.
Oh yeah.
Sweet, another heart piece. Or a active principle.
Scandalize, okay.
Which I'm guessing is a weird translation from something in French.
We were like, hey, this is gonna be it. We're just gonna
Yeah.
get out of here. It's gonna be a shortcut right to the exit. It's gonna be great. On with the story.
And
Nope.
I think I talked a little bit about how games have really modernized how you get the fuck out of dungeons, and I love it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't... Even in my theoretical, like, RPG that I run through my head sometimes, I'm like, how would you design this dungeon so you can just get out? Because I hate that. If we're gonna do it here. I hate when you play an older game and you get to the end of a dungeon and it's like, oh, go all the way back through. Like Final Fantasy, the original, had that in spades.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
remember that.
I cut out big chunks because you like the first really big dungeon you get to is the Earth Cave where the Earth Crystal's at, and you go down in there once. You go down 3 floors. You fight a vampire. You get like a ruby from him,
On the right track.
and then you go one room over, and it's like, oh, there's some kind of plaque in the way, like this old tablet. You can't get through. You then go back up those 3 floors. You go north into another cave. Give that ruby to a golem so he'll move. And then you can
You
go
recognize this place?
through that cave a couple of floors, out,
Behind this door lies the
down,
cursed
back in the
machine
world
they
map,
used to rob
into
people
another
from
cave
memories.
in this little peninsula called like the Sage's Cave, where the sage is like, oh, sweet, take this flute or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The earth rod. He gives you the earth rod. And then you go back through that cave with the golem, down back to the earth cave, down 3 floors,
Oh my
so where you
God.
fought the vampire. And now you can use the earth rod to destroy that plaque that's in your way.
Have to jump, Miss
Then you can go down 2 more floors
Oh my god.
and finally fight the Lich.
That's crazy.
And then finally, once you beat him, there's a teleporter that just takes you back to the surface. But fuck!
Home team champion.
You basically have to go through
It's that way, Miss
8
Jade.
floors.
That's and that
Well,
game,
no, you need to go through 11
Ugh.
floors because you go down 3, then back up 3. And you don't get like warp and exit magic until the back half of the game when you have white and black wizards on your team.
Yeah.
And by then, you actually have the ability to like sustain yourself in a dungeon, and you don't really need it so much. Oh god,
Like what a pain in the ass. Like
what a pain in the ass!
Like a good dungeon to me is like, oh
A
man,
Battletoad.
like you have just enough items and stuff to get through the boss, and then you're like, fuck.
Oh, you'll
I'm out, and then you get out, but then you get out, and then you go to the shop,
Yeah.
and then everything's good.
oh you'll see it as we are doing commentary on the Final Fantasy videos. Because after a while, they start to give you more gil than you actually need, so you're able to stock up on the items that you need. The only actual items like that you can regularly consume in that game are potions, just baseline potions, and antidotes. There's no upgrade to the potion ever.
We'll
And
soon
so-
be outside.
In some of the dungeons I get through, it's like I go in with 99 potions and I come out with 8.
Oh fuck.
Is Paige a member of the Iris network?
Could be. Don't ask
Oh,
me.
Paige, you're so angsty. Could be. Don't ask me. I gotta pee.
All I know is how much he meant to me.
Man, this
True
is.
gaze pussy.
Looks like you're finally
I
getting your
wish
head
there
back
was a band called the Shoegaze
Get back with
Pussies,
us.
and they just
Getting there.
took all dialogue from this game and,
Yeah.
The
and
machine gave my
made
brain.
that into songs.
Oh, man. I'm sure someone has done something similar.
Don't ask me. All I know is how much he meant to me. The shoegaze pussies. Yeah. They just always say their name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In this part, we're like, okay, here we go. Time to just leave.
It's like, oh no, Miss Jade, there's a door. All right, let's try to open the door. Oh, but there's a fuse gone.
Oh.
Let's go get that fuse we used earlier. You can't do that. You
Because
gotta
that was electrified, so we gotta go back to where we got the fuse that we used.
do the same bullshit to
Yeah.
get another fuse.
So then we can get out. And we didn't learn anything a lot. That's the thing, there was no narrative justification for it. It was just that producer we always talk about who's like, oh, you need to increase the length of your game. Here's some ways to do it. Make characters, make the player backtrack for no reason. And we did figure out that we can go here and get that pearl from that battle to at least.
It's like clipping the walls of my prop.
Yeah. Hey, kitty cat. You're going back to Idaho next week.
Ew. I wish just giant turds were going through that tube up there.
Yeah. Just gigantic turds. Just. Speaking of gigantic turds, we're recording this on November 9th, so you all do the math. But
Oh, man.
in slightly better news, I remember that the NES Mini comes out this Friday.
Oh, shit,
Yeah. And Friday's a holiday, which means I don't have to work. So I think I'm going to spend that morning just trying to hunt one down.
I think my work is trying to get some of those too for like the waiting room for people waiting for their phones to get fixed.
That would be... That's a
That
good
fucking-
get.
Yeah, that's like perfect.
That's
like
that's
that,
$60.
No.
Yeah.
It's probably never gonna break.
Uh-huh.
We just fuck around with this Battletoad for a while. It's probably never gonna break. Like, the only thing you would need to worry about is someone, like, trying to take it. But even then, you'd probably just lock it down somehow easily enough.
Yeah.
But, God, that's a damn good get for a
Yeah,
waiting room.
yeah.
I imagine
Oh,
dentists
yeah.
are gonna have those, too.
They'd be the best. It's like, oh man, if you could find a way to like mod it into like a nice cabinet or something too,
I'm sure people will.
it'd be fucking awesome.
I mean, it's just a matter of fabricating something to go around it.
yeah.
Nope, I can't shoot here. It's
Aw.
too dangerous.
But Danger's your middle name.
Jade, dangerous, shoegaze pussy. It's hyphenated, her last name. Her father was shoegaze. Well, no, her mom was shoegaze, and her dad was pussy, and they flipped a coin for whose name would be first.
Yeah. And then those things, since we're able to take like photos of them and they weren't causing troubles,
We thought they were just like a nice little background element.
then they're like, we're gonna eat you. And then there's fucking 3 of them.
Yeah. It's just this stupid fang one, just
And I was like, sure, you know, and then even the blue one, I was like, well, maybe the yellow ones are dicks, but the blue one?
yeah. Come on, the blue one looks so nice. It's even called like Nocturnus. Oh.
Get out of the way, dude.
You doofus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend Friday trying to hunt down an NES Mini to give to my parents, and my mom comes by next week to get the kitty. But that means I'll have like a week if I can find one of just having it to myself.
Oh man.
It's like, well, we could record some cool videos for this.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be a good thing too, just, you know, as far as for the channel.
It would be great to fill out some time in the back half of this shitty year.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of just some NES Mini.
I think I'm gonna pick up Owlboy.
That's a good idea.
That looks good.
Everyone is raving about it. And here we had no idea what to do at first. I thought that was a switch on top, a lever.
I give him bups for
Yeah.
1.5 hearts. Even though the fucker just gets like poisoned or something a little
Yeah,
bit later.
he just gets poisoned, and afterwards he probably gets like a story heal. And oh good, the video sorted itself out, more or less.
Instead of making us go through all this bullshit, it would have been better if that boss just did something to harm him, and then it was just a race to the...
Yeah, that's what it should have been.
Yeah.
It's just... It should have just been like you go straight from that boss to your hovercraft. Like, you fight the boss, and then a portal opens, like, there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or there. Right above this little platform. And you hop down. That door is open down there, so you can just get out. And then this guy's like, "Oh no, Miss Jade,
I got a thing growing. I got a growth.
I got a fever."
We only got 4 minutes to get this growth removed.
And don't try using the Song of Fire to go straight to Mount Doom, Mount Death, because then the eye drops will expire, and the big Goron won't be able to make you the giant sword. Don't do that.
Man, the fucking to get the gilded sword in Majora's Mask, that was a fucking
That's
pain.
a motherfucker, yeah.
God damn it. I was trying to remember all the steps to that. I'm like, alright, gotta get this powder keg. And then I gotta, like, race. Gotta do some
Yeah, there's a
fucking
race in there with the Gorons. I don't know. Yeah, that didn't work. And that's when I went, okay, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, we spoke to him, and I was like, oh, I took it out.
And this is where I went to Google. I think I just have trouble with hard syllables. Yeah, this is where I went to Google and was like, how do I get out of the Nutripills factory? And that was the first result. Was how do you get Beyond Good and Evil?
I think
how to, and then just autofilled get out of Nutripills factory.
When Google autofills the problem in the game that you're at, yeah, that's when
for a game as niche as this,
like then you know you done fucked up when you were designing the game.
It's not like, oh, how do I get Mew in Pokemon Blue? It's how do I complete marginal side quest in game that sold like 100,000 copies.
So don't worry, everyone had this problem. It's amazing that they didn't find this problem to be shitty or this,
during testing.
Yeah, they just were like, nope.
Yeah,
it's good. Oui.
The French baguettes, striped shirts and hats.
Man, it's a good thing France occupied so much of the world at a time, or else we wouldn't have those sweet banh mi sandwiches.
That's true.
I love the asshole history behind a lot of food, where it's like, man, this food's delicious, but it doesn't make sense. What was Vietnam doing with baguettes?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, assholes.
Yeah.
War and shit.
Just if Europe for a while was like, we rule everything, and then the rest of the world was like, what? Oh, I guess you have big guns.
And then it's like, and then they're like, you make our food now. You better make food that we can eat. Because
you're
your
like,
fucking weird, your weird Asian food is weird.
I like that it's so weird, but it's just like meat with cool vegetables.
Yeah.
Like, oh, have this like water chestnut. It's kind of crispy and crunchy at the same time.
I don't want.
Oh,
I want rabbit cooked in rabbit blood, served with a side of rabbit.
And maybe you can like put it on like a roll, one of these French rolls from France.
And lots of potatoes.
Well, I can't blame him with the lots of potatoes.
I do like potatoes.
I'm gonna have 2 potatoes and an apple for dinner.
That's it?
Well, I've had plenty of protein today.
Oh.
Yeah. So
you baking the apple?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not like 2 potatoes and then just an apple. It's just you just put it in there with the potatoes and wait.
Oh man, baked apple.
And then it caramelizes a little bit, and the sugars just kind of get hot and cooked.
Yeah.
And it basically tastes like apple pie, just not as sweet.
I did a thing kind of like that where you just hollow out an apple a bit, then you stuff it with like oatmeal and flour and a little bit of like, I don't know, you probably wouldn't even need brown sugar, but like it just basically is like a crumble on the inside of the apple. So it's like a reverse apple pie. It's fucking awesome.
And now we're trying to find a way around this goddamn labyrinth.
It's like, oh, we gotta go downstairs, but not that downstairs, because it's not connected to the other downstairs.
You know what I appreciate is when a game, if they're going to force you to backtrack like this, when they at least contrive a reason to have the extraneous bits of the dungeon blocked off. So it's like, okay, I need to backtrack, but I can only go this one path.
So this part pisses me off, so I was like, maybe the elevator will take me downstairs. And I can't take that fucking fuse out of there, so the elevator's still functional, but it won't work. It's just like,
won't work.
Why? So if it's not functioning, if it won't come down, if I can't call the lift, then why can't I take the fuse? Like, what the fuck?
No, because it's electrified, and you'll shock your little jade hands.
At least I remembered this other downstairs, and I'm like, oh, here we go. It's a fucking... Who is that? Is that Freddy Krueger that makes that scary noise, or is that the
Oh, that's Jason.
Jason.
That's
Now Freddy Krueger just does kung fu.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger just does kung fu and bad puns.
Mind if I cut in?
I feel like you said that at one point. What was the Freddy Krueger stand-in Rick and Morty? Was it Freddy Scary?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Remember they like keep incepting themselves in the dreams and they go deeper and deeper?
Yeah. I don't remember though. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to watch. I want to rewatch. Rick and Morty. What are you doing right there?
Why are you so scared, Riggs?
You're such a goofy dog. I wish I could just understand what Riggs is thinking about most of the time.
I think that if you could do that, if you just like do a dramatic cut to his face and hear his thoughts, you would just hear the opening bits to O Fortuna, which is O Fortuna. For some reason, he's always thinking about something far too dramatically than he needs to.
Riggs, it's just water.
It's not delicious scotch. Oh shit, I got an email from the company that I used to order booze from.
Yeah?
I think it's drinkupnewyork.com.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, I haven't ordered from them in a long time because they no longer do their free shipping on orders over $100. But yeah, I got an email from them and it's talking the subject line was talking about this 50-year-old Scotch whiskey. I was like, I wonder how much this would cost because you know it might be like, if it's a couple $100s, it might be like something real good to pick up for a very special occasion. And I opened the email and it says sale price $25,000.
Whoa!
For a bottle of 50-year-old Scotch. I'm like, oh my god!
That's not like you got.
Here's the thing. I thought about it, and there's no wealth threshold where I would ever be comfortable spending that on something so flippant. Because it gets to a point where it's like even if you know you had like Zuckerberg money where $25,000 is literally nothing, like morally, I would not be able to live with myself if I spent it on a bottle of scotch.
You either have to have the most ballin' party, or you treat it like you're basically buying gold and you're gonna resell it later.
Exactly, one of those bottles that people never actually drink.
Oh, these fuckers come back.
Yeah, they come back.
Everything does.
Because I was thinking about it, it's like, if I have the money where I can go, yeah, that's a fair price for this, that means I have the money where it's like, I can spend 25 grand on a bottle of scotch, or I can find some random homeless person and be like, you want $25,000?
You're like, I'm gonna invest this in another piece of real estate.
Something, yeah.
Something.
God, I actually wish I had that kind of money. It's like, you see places where the houses are kind of run down and shitty, and it's like, I could buy a strip of these houses, fix them up a little bit. The actual cost of all this is negligible to me, because you're a tech billionaire. And just, like, get some people off the streets. Be like, hey, you can stay in these houses. If you fuck them up, I'm gonna kick you out.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to give you the chance.
Don't make it stinky in there. There's a shower.
Just
works.
don't make it stinky.
There's a washer and dryer. I even gave you detergent.
You're gonna have some roommates. Just get along. And now I guess he's poisoned, and we have to take him back to Iris. And
I'm begging you. I can't breathe.
well, apparently you can, because you keep whining.
I'm connected to my auxiliary circuits, but they won't hold out very
Oh yeah,
long.
this was also real fucking fun.
Oh yeah, this
When
little
I'm
bit
like,
that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Let's just let it play out.
all right, he's like, yeah, come
Let's
on,
hurry.
Let's get into the fucking hovercraft
Yeah,
because
and
you're
the
dying.
hovercraft is right here. So let's get down there and we hop in.
Jade hops in with such quickness.
With
too.
such quickness, we're ready to go.
She bounces down that like really naturally, like really believably.
Oh, yeah,
that,
yeah.
like hop, like
Yeah, it's
without
like
stopping on each one.
It's continuation of momentum. And like, well, what the fuck is going on?
What is fucking dumb
Where
shit
is
doing?
he? Where the fuck is he? So we climb back up. At least we get to see Jade's butt a little bit. And then we hurry over. And, oh, wait, he's caught on the geography.
Hell yeah.
Just stuck. Because he tried to follow us a bit too literally, and his AI wasn't like, I'll just shimmy to the right. He has a little tummy ache, which means that he can't quite follow us as well as he wants.
I gotta stand here.
And wait for him, just to make sure. And we've already wasted 1 minute of our 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And now he's in, and now we can go. But yeah, how this should have worked is you fight the boss, and then a little portal opens up, and like the boss hits him, and he's poisoned or something, and he's like, we gotta hurry. And then Jade's like, I see the hovercraft, let's go. Like, and then you just fucking go for it.
It could have been really cool, like, as the boss was falling down the hole, like, lashes out one last, like, tentacle and stabs him or something.
Basically, shoots a laser out, like Dio. To where it's like, oh, if that laser hit me, I'd have vampire juice.
We've made it out of the Forbidden Zone. I can see the entrance to the city.
Yeah.
At least we didn't accidentally commit a crime again.
And it was pretty easy getting. I was like so worried.
Yeah, well, whenever there's a timed event like this, it's always like, can I fucking make it? You know you can, otherwise it wouldn't be here. But we've been to the city once. Like, I didn't remember where the Iris network was with their sexy cat lady. That's all I remember is they have a sexy cat lady who just would not last a minute against the Doms unless they told her to.
Yeah.
I can't see a thing. Where are you, Miss Jade?
And then she would last exactly 1 minute.
And it's like, which way do we go? I don't have a mini-map.
Yeah.
Was this before the era of mini-maps?
We gotta go upstairs. That means we gotta go left because this map is a little weird in how it displays height.
I mean, I get looking at a map, right? And like if Jade is facing forward before I go to the map, and then on the map she's facing downward, I'm like, okay, left is right, right is left, and whatever. I hate having to fucking remember that on the fly, though. It's like, just give me a mini-map. Give me a mini-map. Orient her looking the way it was. I hate going back and forth from the game to the map. Like
it's annoying, as our playthrough of Dino Crisis
the worst
exemplifies, really. It so much that playthrough is me going, bring up the map.
Yeah.
Open the map. Okay, bring up the map again.
And it's not even one button.
It's not even one button. At least the quick save function in Final Fantasy, you could just hit R2. So as much as I would just fucking shark people. So as much as I would reload my saves, the act of quick saving is just like boop.
Work together as one.
Nice.
So I'm going through and cutting it out of the playthrough. It's a little time consuming, but it's fairly simple.
I remember a joke at one point about like how PC gamers are like weak because they have that quick save key. And it's like, or maybe it's just nice to not be fucked over by the game all the time.
To not be fucked. Oh god, in Final Fantasy you get fucked over a lot because it's like, oh, here's 9 enemies. They hit you first. They attack first. And now you have to sit through all their attacks. Oh, they're undead, and so each attack can stun you.
They lose the...
Each attack has a chance to stun you, and so when you figure you have 9 enemies attacking your 4 characters, there's a good chance everyone's gonna be paralyzed, and you have no way of reacting.
Say something.
His pulse is dropping rapidly. Prepare the injection.
Prepare the hot beef injection. What is that shit?
It's that thing that Jade saw when she was wrapped up in the tentacle at the start.
Oh, yeah.
And this story didn't turn out the way that it could have turned out.
So hot.
Hey, quick! We're losing him.
I'm here, Hub. You're gonna be all right.
Jeez, right in the fucking throat.
Hang on, it's almost over.
Hang on, we've almost transformed that small bit of
They couldn't
model
quite
right
pull
through
it all the way
neck.
through, though. There's a little bit sticking out.
Okay. He'll be back on his feet in a couple
Oh,
of
hi,
weeks.
Mermaid Man.
Friends, I believe Jade has just shown us an amazing demonstration of
Here's
courage.
$50.
Nice work, kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can pay my cable bill. Hell, can't quite pay my cable
That's
bill.
where the victory
Now you
is.
gotta go to the slaughterhouse,
That's where they
Jade.
take
Double or nothing.
How about that? Double or nothing?
Your next
Oh,
report.
guys, I really need to eat.
Your last report from the factory had a large impact on the population. The Hylians have spontaneously shown their support.
Here's a bunch of pearls. Stick as many of them inside you as you want.
But
Seriously.
But if any come out as you leave, then you can't
And
take
they're
those.
forfeit.
What is this? It's like, as she awkwardly walks out.
She's like, hi, you should have seen me with the Great American Challenge.
Oh, we got whole 10, wow.
Okay, yeah. We were wondering, like, did we get all of them or just the one?